McDonald's manager killed, stabbed by an employee. Let's get to the news, find out what's going on.
A mother killed in a workplace stabbing.
My mama died trying to take care of us.
A McDonald's manager killed in the middle of the morning rush, and police say it was another employee who did it. Jennifer Harris was working her shift this morning when she sent an employee home early. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Ty Steele. Police say that employee left and then came back and killed her with a knife. This happened at the McDonald's on 9 Mile West, west of Kelly and East Point. Noel Frio is live with the details. Noel, we hear a good Samaritan stepped in and tried and stop this.
Yeah, that's right. Police say that stabbing happened near this drive-through window behind me. And they say a customer who was in the drive-through stepped in and stopped the suspect from fleeing the scene before police arrived. We've now learned that the victim was a mother of 6. Employees described the terrifying moments inside a McDonald's after a worker attacked a manager with a knife. Police say the employee had been in an argument with the manager that ended with her being sent home.
She left for 5 minutes. She came back with a mask on her face. And the only thing I seen was her hands. That's how I knew it was her.
Family of the victim identify her as 39-year-old Jennifer Harris. She was stabbed multiple times before a customer in the drive-through line intervened, holding the employee at gunpoint until officers arrived.
He had her sitting down there in the parking lot next to a vehicle, and he had the gun pointed at her. That's when police and all them rolled up.
We did the right thing. He showed, so to speak, heroism, and we really appreciate his assistance because, like I said, otherwise we would have a dangerous criminal right now in public, and we would be looking for her, but who knows what else she was gonna do.
Family of Harris described her as selfless, a hard worker who worked to provide for her 6 children as a single mother.
She was the best mom anybody could ever ask for. My mama, she woke up every day and went to work for us. My mama died trying to take care of us.
Her children now in shock at how such senseless violence could have ended their mother's life.
A hard-working woman, so kind. If anybody needed help, she would give you her last. Give you the shirt off her back. She did not deserve that at all.
And police are asking that anyone with any more information on this incident contact the East Point Police Department. We have that phone number in this story at clickondetroit.com. Live in East Point, Noel Frio, Local 4.
So heartbreaking. Hearts break for that family. Thank you, Noel.
You see, when we look at these type of stories, guys, workplace violence is on the rise. Management pretty much sent her home, but the worker couldn't deal with it, couldn't control their emotions, decided to come back with a knife. Killed the manager, a mother of 6. All she wanted to do is work to provide for her kids. This is why I tell you, man, you got to stay prayed up because these demons, they be at the workplace. I tell you guys all the time, when you're in the workplace, you got to stay calm, cool, collected. Keep your eyes and your ears open. Recognize when you're dealing with a narcissist. Recognize when you're dealing with a demon. You know, I can tell you guys, when I was on a 9 to 5, I've seen managers, supervisors get attacked by workers because the workers didn't like the fact that they were written up. Maybe they were told to go home because their TNA was bad. And for whatever reason, you know, things like this escalate. A lot of your companies that you work for, they have strict policies on workplace violence and hostile working environment. When you have workers that are crashing out, coming to the job, and this is how they solve their problems, we're living in a dark world, man, a very, very wicked world where people can't even go to work to just provide for their kids no more because you got to worry about one of your co-workers or one of the staff, bringing a gun or a knife to kill you because they didn't like what you did. They didn't like the fact that you did your job. I mean, the manager did her job. I mean, she sent that employee home for whatever reason. And person got in their feelings, got in their emotions, and decided to take her out. So now the mother is dead, and that worker is going to be put in prison for life. Good thing there was a good Samaritan there that was able to hold the woman at gunpoint. And you know, if that good Samaritan wasn't there, then that lady would have probably got away, and probably would have killed somebody else because she would have got caught. But it's just sad, man. Absolutely sad. Condolences to the family of that mother, and now her kids are just left with nothing. You know what I mean? And this is why, man, you got to keep God first, bro. Like, you got to keep God first. If you're an assistant, you at these jobs, you got to know the temperature. You got to read the temperature in the room. If you got staff that is hostile, you as a manager, you're supposed to be able to know when danger is near. Like if you and a worker had a heated exchange, you got to recognize that this is a serious situation. This person may end up coming back. Lock the doors. Let other staff know if you see this person. Don't let them in, or just call the police. Because it says that the person came back 5 minutes later. So that means they probably went into their car to go get the weapon in order to kill her. So it's just unfortunate, man. Very unfortunate that this life was taken so violently, and we seen her daughter. Her daughter was on the news and she was crying. She was, that's my mom. Can't believe this happened. How could y'all do this to her? I mean, it's just sad, man. We live in a wicked world, man. A very, very wicked world where people are just evil. Like, people in this world are just dangerous, man. They just like to kill, steal, and destroy. That's why I tell you guys all the time, there are real demons in this world, real entities, witches and warlocks, demons. People are being possessed by entities. A lot of people, this is crash out season, where people are crashing out in order to resolve their issues. They don't care about nothing. They don't have no empathy. They don't care about police. They're willing to die. You know what I mean? So guys, y'all really got to stay prayed up. You got to keep the Most High first. Let me know what you think about this particular story. What are your thoughts about it? Do you think this is something that happens a lot? And how do we solve these problems? Like, how are workers protected? How are managers protected? Supervisors protected? Workers, who protects workers from workplace violence? I mean, we got all these policies in the workplace, but when somebody come up there with a gun or a knife, how are you protecting yourself? So there got to be some sort of way or policy that's in place that we would know. Like, for example, if a person has a knife on them and she's entering the McDonald's or entering the business, there got to be some sort of alarm or something that starts ringing. In other words, once the person enter the door, you know what I mean? Some way it's notifying everybody, like, yo, that person has a weapon on them, or, not necessarily an alarm, because again, if you live in an open carry state, obviously people have rights to bear arms. So I think that there needs to be some sort of device where if you're a manager and you work in like a McDonald's, pretty much there could be like a silent alarm, like a silent notification that while you're walking around in the workplace as a manager or even a worker, there's a device that you wear, and what happens is it starts to vibrate or buzz. You know what I mean? And when it buzz, that lets you know that that person, whoever just walked in, has a knife or some sort of weapon. And what that does, it will alert you to be on your guard. Something like that would be good. Some sort of technology where that can happen. Because I know when I was on a 9-to-5 at the old agency that I was working for, we dealt with a lot of unsafe environments, and we would have these devices on us that would let us know if there are certain chemicals or gases in the air where your nose won't be able to detect it, but the device will be able to detect it and it would give off either a sound or a vibration that would let you know it's time to get out there to get some air, because if not, you'll pass out and you'll die on the job. You know what I mean? So I think there needs to be some sort of tech that's in place to protect management and even employees in the workplace, because I'm telling you, I've witnessed workers crash out on the job. Supervisors get shot with pows. I've seen these things happen on the job, guys. It is very real. When you go to the 9 to 5, anything can happen, man. That's why you got to stay prayed up. You got to stay with the Most High, and you know, you got to just count your blessings, man, because you never know. You never know who's crashing out and who's demon possessed. And I'm pretty sure for that person to stab her, they had to been jealous of her. They had to hate her. They never liked her. They never liked that manager. They always had it in their heart. They wanted to kill her. They saw themselves killing her already. It ain't like this thing just happened. They saw themselves killing her before it happened. It's premeditated. You know what I mean? So, hey, we're going to get up on out of here, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Ringo TV Reactions. It's the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, hands down. Appreciate everybody stopping by. It is what it is. I'm going to get up on out of here. Most likely come back with another stream, guys. Or maybe I'll just do an upload video and whatnot. Yeah, man. It's just sad, man. Sad situation, man. Man. Whole mother gone. 6 kids, guys. 6 kids. Now their mother's dead. How do they move forward? How do they move forward when mom is gone? Dad is not there, so who they go to? How do the bills get paid? The rent. So sometimes, guys, when you think you're going through something, you think you got it rough, man, think about these stories. Them kids got it rough. Anyway, guys, rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions. I'm out.